No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
This recipe has been in the works. Whoa, man, maybe since a couple days after Christmas. I had that ham bone in the freezer. I took it out, thawed it out, and this was from the Christmas ham. And what we're doing is a stewed peas with that ham bone. And when I say peas, we're using kidney beans, red kidney beans, yeah? Originally, it was 2 cups dried kidney beans. I soaked it overnight in water, and it's, you know, it's nice and plump now, so it's about 4 cups in total once it's doubled in size. And we're gonna start off with that ham bone. This is one of those low and slow, and you gotta take your time and break this down. You know, later on we're gonna put flour dumplings in there near the end. So it could be a 1-pot meal, or it could be a side to rice and any sort of, you know, side dish that you want to serve it. Bread, yeah, rock the bread, man. But anyhow, ham bone. I'm not gonna turn my stove off yet. I turn my stove on yet. I'm just gonna load all the ingredients in there. Now, if you wanted to add a tablespoon of coconut oil or vegetable oil to start with, without the ham bone, and you can soften up the garlic and onion and all those things first, totally cool. If you saw the original version with salted pigtail, you would have seen me do that. In this version, we're just going to put everything together, bring it up to a boil, reduce it to a sort of a rolling boil, and let that go. In goes the red kidney beans, followed by a medium onion that's just diced up roughly, a bay leaf, scallion, and the full recipe, printable that is, will be available at caribbeanpot.com as usual. So any recipe you see me do here on video, most likely 99% of the time you can find it at caribbeanpot.com. The other thing I want to go in there with is a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm just going to tuck that down inside there. And the reason for the whole Scotch bonnet pepper is because I wanted to give you the option to keep it whole as it cooks. Later on, in an hour or two, when it's all done, we can fish the entire pepper out, so you get the flavor from the oils and the skin of the pepper without that raw heat from the interior. In my case, I want that heat, so later on I will break it and allow that fury to get in there, that Caribbean sunshine. I love heat. What I say? Thyme. If you have, all you have is dry thyme, you can certainly use dry thyme. It's totally up to you. I've got one more there, and I've got some garlic, just whole cloves of garlic that I smashed. So I'm just going to toss that in there as well. I've got some allspice or pimento berries. Some people call it pimento seeds. I don't want too many. Just about 2, 4, 6, about 8 of them in there. That's going to add a lovely flavor. If you wanted to add a thick slice of ginger, you can do that as well. A couple more ingredients to go in there. Some fresh ground black pepper. And again, the printable recipe, caribbeanpot.com. Of course, we need salt. And I won't be using any sort of stock or anything in there. Now, if you wanted to use a beef stock or a chicken stock or something, you can certainly do that. I am going to do a combination of water and coconut milk, a sort of a 50-50 ratio. However, later on when it starts cooking and starts cooking down and stuff like that, it will thicken up considerably when the red beans start breaking down. So at that point, if I need to add any more liquid, I will opt for water. So if you want to add more liquid later on, of course, I would go the route of water. In goes a large carrot. That's just to add some body. If you have some pumpkin, you can add some diced pumpkin in here. Totally up to you. Try not to make too much of a mess. I'm going to go in with that coconut milk, and I'm going to go in with equal parts water, as I said. What I did was I used 2 packages of coconut milk powder. I rehydrated it with 4 cups of water. So that's the sort of gritty sort of texture that you're seeing there. So in goes that water. And all we need to do now is hit them with a little bit of brown sugar. Yeah, I want to bring a bit of sweetness to the game to add to the smokiness of the ham. And, you know, bring it up to a boil, reduce it to simmer, put the lid on slightly ajar, and let that slowly cook for the next couple hours. Brown sugar time. And of course, stove on. Got a quick stir as it starts coming up to a boil, just to make sure everything comes together, and it will. I'm not too worried about that. It's just that, just to get it all started, you know. It only took a few minutes to come up to that boil, so I'm just gonna hit that a stir, and the sort of foam and froth that you're seeing at the top there, that's just some of the fat from the coconut milk. I'm not too worried about that. So you don't have to really skim that off or anything. What we want to do is maintain, and I did turn my heat down, by the way. I just want to maintain that bubble that you're seeing there. I'm going to put the lid back on as I showed you earlier, as you may have seen. But it's about 1/2 centimeter or so, just for it to breathe. And we're going to let that slowly cook. And you know, it's going to break down and become nice and creamy and tasty and so delightful. It's been about an hour, and here we are. It's reduced by about, I don't know, a couple cups of water. I would say maybe 1.5 cups of water. But the beans are still tough, so I'm going to continue simmering away here for another hour because I want this nice and tender. It's supposed to start falling. It's going to fall apart. It's going to become nice and creamy and thick. And of course, like I said, if you wanted to add the flour dumplings in there, you can. I would give it another half an hour. So the final half an hour is when you can add the flour dumplings, which I will do. It's been 2 hours on the sort of simmer / rolling boil that you're seeing there. Just going to hit that a quick stir. And here's where we're going to personalize things. By the way, I added 2 extra cups of water to here. The bay leaf has done its job. We can take that out, yeah? That's going to go into the rubbish. The Scotch bonnet pepper and the thyme. Well, with the thyme, you take the sprigs out, like so. That's done its job. We can take those out as well. And what I will do, once I can find it in here, it's probably already broken down. No, here it is. There's that Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm just going to remove the stem. I'm going to break that. Pow, 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 pow. Crush that up. And I want that to release that Caribbean sunshine in there. Ladies and gentlemen, taste it and adjust the salt to your liking. The beans should be fully cooked by now, falling apart, nice and tender. Let's see. Let's grab one. Just going to blow it a little bit. And I notice it's nice and soft. Taste it, adjust the salt to your liking. And you can finish off right there and then. That is it. It's good. Red stew peas, stew bean, stew, whatever you want to call it. We call it stewed red beans in Trinidad and Tobago. As you can see here, most of the remaining meat has fallen off that ham bone. There's still a piece there. That's for me shortly, you know. So nice big chunks of meat. Whoever get that, well, be rejoicing. This, you can let it thicken up just a tiny bit more and you can enjoy that with rice. Some of the Caribbean islands, especially like Jamaica and I think Bahamas, I think it is, I was told, or is it St. Croix, US Virgin Islands, they will add dumplings in here now. And that is what I have here. I made a dough, 1.5 cups of just all-purpose flour and water, as well as a pinch of salt. And my Bajan brethren, his mom, would add a teaspoon of brown sugar in her dumplings. And that is the dough that I have here. So what we want to do is to create what's called spinners, or you can, whatever style dumplings you like, you can create it. Like slapping our bottom, but anyhow, freaky freak. We're gonna make some spinners with that. We're gonna put it in there. If it's overly thick, you can add a bit more water, and I'm gonna let it go for about 15 more minutes with the dumplings in there. The other thing I forgot to mention, the allspice berries or pimento seeds, those have done their job. You can fish those out because they will float to the top and it'll be easy to identify. I like it. I like the flavor, but I ain't trying to chew into that. So once you see those laying around here, you can, you know, organize and remove them. It's done its job. We ain't trying to overwork the thing now, you know what I mean? Anyhow, back to the dumpling. All you would do, you would pinch off a piece like so. Go circle, circle, circle. Then you want it like a small cigar or cigarette like that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make these smaller because what's going to happen as it sits overnight in there, and after I shut off the stove, that is, that's going to plump up even further. And while I like spinners, I don't like it too fat. You know what I mean? Like so. Beautiful little spinner there. And that is what I'm going to continue doing. Pinch off a piece. Circle, 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 roll. And then There you go. Yeah? Just trying to be a little bit quick here. Tuck them in. And as I make them, I want to stir that in. Yeah? It's a bit too thick for me right now, so what I'm going to do, I got to be mindful that as it cools down, it will thicken further. So it's got a nice consistency right now, but I don't want it any more thick, so I will add another 3/4 cups of water in here, just to help make sure that dumpling is nice and soft and pillowy as it cooks in there. 15 minutes later, and this is after I added that 3/4 cups of water, and this is all ready for me. Now, bearing in mind, if you want this thicker, you can, but this will thicken up as it cools down. I guarantee you that. Yeah, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. We use that leftover ham bone for making this wonderful stewed red beans or red pea soup or whatever you want to call it, because I know there are different names and variations of this throughout the Caribbean. The point is, we made something very comforting. Those cold winter nights here in Canada, this thing here is pure niceness. Alright, I'll go on printable recipe over at CaribbeanPot.com, alright?